morning, everybody. Well. Got some news articles preloaded up for you today. We're going to be talking about the heat wave, how it's affecting Connecticut, and other reports about the system, the power system. Patrick Humphreys brought this to my attention, but I'm still going to bring it up here too. ISO New England, according to ISO New England, is doing A-OK, right? Well, first of all, let's go through the official news from the line.com. They don't have a list of all the cooling centers here, but we'll give you what they have. Extreme hot weather protocol active in Connecticut. Do not overexert. Stay cool, hydrated. Old Lyme, State Senator Norm Needleman, Democrat 33rd District, whose district includes the town of Lyme, has issued the following information about the extreme hot weather protocol, which is currently active for the entire state by Governor Ned Lamont. Governor Ned Lamont announces the state's extreme hot weather protocol is active in Connecticut from Tuesday, June 18th to Sunday, June 23rd, because the state is expected to see several days of hot and humid weather temperatures with highs in the 90s, possibly touching 100 in some days. This is the first time this year that the protocol has been activated. Those in need will be able to access cooling centers statewide to get relief, and vulnerable people will be asked to take precautions to get out of the heat, calling 211 or visiting 211ct.org or connect those in need with resources to help them. Infants and young children, people at the age of 65 who are overweight, people who are overextending work or exercise, and then people with medical conditions including heart disease and high blood pressure, and who take a number of medications might be affected by extreme heat. Okay, so basically it's saying is because we're in the excessive heat protocol, it means that you can get out of Dodge, so to speak. There's cooling centers. Now, they didn't show the list here. I did find a list of some of the places, and the ones that probably going to be applying mostly to Winstead is, let's see if I can find it here. There's a lot of lists of other areas too that are not Winstead, so let me just say ones in Winstead first, because this is going to affect me and other areas if necessary, because ISO New England already had a level 2 alert. And let me explain what a level 2 means. Basically, like Patrick Humphrey said, a couple generating plants had tripped out because they couldn't handle it. Basically, they blew a fuse. Okay? So that means that you're going to be seeing a lot of people are rightfully going to be concerned that there's not going to be enough energy to cool without people running air conditioners, which is a real issue. So let's go through here. One's in Connecticut, the Francis P. Hicks Room in Winchester Town Hall, located at 338 Main Street, Winston, and the Blanche McCarthy Senior Center. By the way, both are open Monday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Thursday, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Friday from 8 a.m. to noon. The Blanche McCarthy Senior Center does not have any additional hours. The Beardsley Memorial Library is open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8 to 6 p.m. on Thursdays, and 8 a.m. to noon on Fridays. That's it. What about Saturday? What about Sunday? It doesn't show anything for Saturday or Sunday for cooling centers. Yes, Rusty. You want to go outside now and get some cold air? I think he wants to go outside. Let me Rusty outside. Okay, everyone wants to see Rusty anyway, so smile for the camera, kitty. Oh, yeah. So, here's the cat. Given your fur is cooler, I'm going to suspect that you were hiding in the bedroom where the air conditioner is. Yeah, the bedroom door's now open, so I gotta close it. Alright, so let me let Rusty outside first, and I can close my door to my bedroom. Okay, hold on a minute. Now because the heat, my electric bill is getting pretty bad this month. So let's go to the bedroom. That's my cooling center. It's my bedroom. It's the only room in the house that has air conditioning. So actually, he wasn't in the bedroom, but okay. Okay, so I'm back. So last night, the company's pretty late, and no, it's not over. Speaking of chat, let me get the panel open. I didn't open it yet, so. Okay, so panel is now open. Noodles, ready? Come on. Go ahead, Noodles.
Hey, sexy as hell, Michelle.
Thank you. How you handling?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just getting the chat panel
So,
see it. So
how are you aware that last night there was a show that we did that you refused to come to, and it was all about you, and you had nothing to do with it, but it was a very successful show, Michelle.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't join your show last night, but we all know what it's like for me to join your panels on my cell phones, particularly my Android phone. So, and I was in the bedroom ducking out because of the heat, so. But anyway, so what did you guys talk about on the panel last night?
Well, so you're in the movie, Justin's movie. I don't know if you know.
Oh, yeah, Justin's movie. Yeah. I saw the picture you drew of me. I thought that was kind of cute.
Right, so you're in the movie. Justin is now saying that you are the Goblin Queen. All right, and we're trying to get the fans to basically create a costume for you, and they did. You know, I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So who's going to do the stitching and the seamstressing to actually make the actual outfit?
Well, Michelle, I don't know. I mean, you should have been there. You know, why you...
Okay. Wait, yeah. And was something on the front of it that says time is money, friend, or something? That's a cute one. Time is money, friend. I know, it's kind of related to the goblins over there in World of Warcraft, right? Hey, I pay a lot of money for this crap. I expect the best. Yeah, that sounds like you're in a situation with your T-Mobile hotspot, which is, what are you gonna do with that? Oh God. Commercially, let's see, what's this now? Okay, let's get caught up on the side chat real quick here. Michelle and Lumi are I am so sorry and upset that as SSW says a piece of crap. That you ripped him a new one. You do not deserve that. What exactly did Slingshot Warrior say? Since obviously it wasn't there. I think she's talking about what he said in the past. Right. I had to tell Justin that no man wanted to touch his butt. Absolutely. Nobody is interested in doing that sexual assault. Especially if you don't give permission. And I know he wouldn't give permission, so I don't think he has to worry about that. So, how are you going to be keeping up with keeping cold today, Noodles? I mean, ISO New England is already having power alert status right now. Level 2, a normal condition. I don't know about the ISO. I don't know about the independent service operator for New York State, but I'm going to suspect that they're probably going to be struggling too with the heat.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Try to make sure the volume is not too hard, make my ears ring. Yeah, that's better. So now, the next thing is, when are we going to plan this trip? Because, like was pointed out, Myrtle Beach during the summertime is going to be very, very crammed busy with people, and the RV rentals are going to be more expensive because of the summer heat.
Yeah, of course, Michelle. Again, this is why you have to be involved with the show. I mean, I don't know, Michelle. This is something that you could have brought up on the show, etc. So, I mean, why? I mean,
yeah. So, I mean, like Planet Moose said a couple days ago that he was willing to up front a whole year's worth of rent up front.
Right.
So like, you realize I'm going to want a cashier's check, right?
Well, now he's backing out of it because you're not participating on the show anymore. So, I mean, Michelle, come on. I don't know.
Excuse me, I told you last night why I didn't participate on the show. I was sleeping in because of the heat. Not exactly a normal thing. I don't usually always participate on your show anyway. I think that now that Justin's accepting you in the movie, you'll enjoy it. Well, let's see how it works, because the, it's new for me too, personal. I mean, we'll see how this goes. In due time, we'll see how this goes. But if Planet Moose really does like the show, he already knows the way she does things, and so he shouldn't be surprised that Michelle's not always on those panels. It's nothing. It's something about Noodles. Don't spread rumors. What rumors? Noodles asked me to come on a show last night, 8 o'clock at night. So that's a rumor. That was a message he put out in the women's group for the StreamYards link. We already had shut the computer down here because we were not going to be in here because it was at the peak of it was still very hot in this room.
Michelle, I get it. I get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
Noodles, Denise said, where is it? This is from Parasola. Denise wanted you to know that some dipshit blocked her in your live stream. So.
Thank you. This is a reoccurring theme, you know.
Yeah. You're going to have to start getting rid of some of the rogue mods of yours.
Start getting rid of all the mods. And then what's going to happen is people are going to complain. They're going to say, oh, they're doxing me, they're doing this. I mean,
I know. You got a couple valid mods, but there's apparently somebody who's deciding to take it upon their liberties to cause great harm to your user base.
Yeah. Just is what it is. I don't know.
So what did they talk about last night in the show? Because I didn't make it there.
Well, like I said, Justin is now saying that you're in the show.
Okay.
Right? And he also said that he's got a movie coming up called Gaylord Ultra Mega. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, he said that you're going to be the star of it. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be great. I just wish more people would get involved. I don't know.
I wonder if Joseph Biden should have a role in it as the ultimate scoundrel. I mean, goblins are usually money-oriented, but what kind of position would Biden be? An old fart that doesn't even know his ass from a hole in the ground, probably.
He's the worst, Michelle.
Yeah. I know he's the worst. Ask everybody on YouTube how, in the world, how he's affected their economy. People don't realize that Biden has done grave harm to America, and it still is to this day. Frontier is struggling again, I know. Even the phone company is barely able to keep the internet up because the wires are getting moist. Nads, I'm giggling. I'm slingshot warrior, whimper. I'm slingshot. Can't clicking so hard. Okay, all right. Got another person to come on panel. I didn't even hear that. Oh, I heard Noodles blinker more than I heard the person in the side chat. All right, let me add one. Go ahead, Moose. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Sorry about missing your ding dong.
No, it's okay. You didn't miss my ding dong.
Well, I saw you
Noodles,
in the chat, and then I saw you were trying to come up. But
I wanted to give people an update on the blocking situation that people are talking about in Noodles. I did quite a bit of research over the past week, and I got kind of an unofficial answer on what's going on, and it makes a lot of sense. Because Noodles has confirmed he goes into the block list and looks for these people's names and they're not there. Correct, Noodles?
Right.
So here's what's happening. YouTube has instituted a risk factor category system for accounts and channels. And Noodles' account has a lot of timeouts and hiding with troll activity. And being over 20,000 subscribers, it got moved into a higher risk assessment channel, if that makes sense, to where they moderate a little bit more strictly in his channel. And what these accounts are doing, what's happening with some of these accounts is if you have an account that has no subscribers or no followers, or you're not doing any videos, you're not making any content, or the age of your account or the frequency that your account gets timed out in other people's channels, or your comments get blocked, or your stuff gets reported, or you're getting hidden, or you're hiding, these factors start adding up, and your account gets moved up in categories, in risk categories. So some of these channels might be a high-risk channel because of frequency of timeout, and they get flagged by YouTube as, a tier 1, tier 2. This is unofficial, by the way, but it makes a lot of sense. This was from somebody who works there, and he was saying that these accounts will get moved up into a risk category. And then in some low-risk chats, like let's say there's a guy that's only got 100 subscribers and he's live streaming on his channel. These people might be able to go and chat in there because it's a low-risk channel because he doesn't have a lot of troll activity. There's not a lot of high visibility on this. So on a monetized channel with over 20,000 subscribers, it can move Noodles up, and especially with the volume of trolls and hiding and blocking that has to happen on there to protect that, his channel got moved into a category of higher protection. And not saying that they're monitoring it, it's an algorithm. So there's not anybody sitting there watching it. It's an algorithm that sits there and monitors this. And then these accounts that come in there, if they're not a wrench or an approved user, their comments might not show because they might be a higher risk channel trying to comment into a higher monitored channel. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I think so. So you think YouTube is blocking them, thinking those accounts that have no content on their channel, been around a while, maybe scammers, and so they're blocking them?
Well, it's not even just scammers per se. What it is it's just these people might not have done anything wrong. They might just be getting timed out a lot, or they have enemies. They argue with people, and then they get blocked, and then they block people. All those things start to add up and start raising red flags on their account. And when so many red flags happen, your account gets moved up into a category going, hey, this guy tends to get blocked or hidden or timed out a lot. Maybe move him into a higher category of risk assessment. And then as you go, it gets going.
Is there any way I can check the status of my channel? I know it's not in the 20,000 subcategory, but is there a website you can go to click on your channel status?
No, because like I said, I think this just started getting implemented recently because they're not really talking about it, but someone who I know who has worked for them in the past said they were developing something like this and they were talking about rolling it out, and they might not have released it, and they might not even want to talk about it just because they're trying to protect channels without. They don't want the blowback of censorship.
So is this related to an automated troll control?
In a way, it could be. Like, you could call it that, but it's more. They're trying to prevent online bullying, and they're trying to cut back on the trolls without blocking these accounts out. And what they're doing, it's a kind of a behind the scenes type algorithm that's trying to help in a way.
How come YouTube never did this instead, since you have to do it anyway, since if you're monetized? Why didn't someone just ask for ID from people? Because I have an ID. I mean, I had to send that in when I applied for my monetization status, along with my bank information and proof of address. How come they're not using that as a system of verifying people's ID cards?
I'm not sure. They might eventually go to that, but like Parasol, I wanted to say, like,
good morning, Andrew. Yeah,
there's a lot of there is some rogue modding going on. I did catch one in the act on Noodle's channel because right after we cleared the managing mod list, I went back into the managing mods, and there was one named what was that? Todd. There was a guy named Doug. Doug. There was a guy named Doug in there, and we just cleared it, and he unhid his system, and I was able to axe him out. So I don't know what he was doing, but when people give me their names, if they can give me their actual channel names, like, hey, I'm blocked, I can control find on the list, and I can look in there, and I'm telling you, 99% of the time, these names aren't in there. I think there was once, and then Seasons was saying she was blocked, and she wasn't, but her account I think got moved up in the risk assessment because of being timed out, whatever. Her account was a higher risk. I added her name actually to the approved users list and saying that person can chat here, and she was immediately able to chat.
Are some of these people being deleted by what they call the Google moderation team?
I don't think that's a real thing.
Oh, there was an account that came up one time called the Google moderation team that came in on my system on a live show several times and deleted a whole bunch of my people, and I didn't even know who they were, and they weren't even a mod. They didn't even have a wrench. And I did look and see if there really was such a thing called a Google moderation team, and there is. But I haven't seen them around lately.
and I think that's what, when people are seeing that, I really think that this is what this. If I can, like, in the chat, I mean, Noodles is really trying to include everyone in this chat. As long as you aren't coming in there and just being a total d-bag the entire time and bringing up negative stuff the whole time, because he's trying to have a fun chat over there.
Right, like I do.
It really is. And people are accusing me of trying to do this. Listen, all I'm doing is what Dave asks me to do. I don't do anything other than what Dave is asking me to do. And I'm trying to help the best I can. I don't want to see anybody blocked. If anything, you might get a timeout if you're losing your mind for a little bit. You might need you need to take a coffee break. But I want everyone to know that this is what's happening, and I did some research, and I think you guys, this makes the most sense of what I've seen, and so maybe that can put to rest the blocking stuff on Noodles chat. Noodles, that's all I wanted to say, buddy. Love you, buddy.
Okay. Maybe is there any way we can get MicheleMarieDalene blocked over there for not showing up to the goddamn show? She never comes over anyway. Can we get her blocked, please? Fuck you, Michelle.
I want to keep me blocked because if I ever do show up, I might want to say hi. At least you see my wrench over there, and you know I'm legit.
You're never going to show up.
I do drop by once in a great while, Noodles, and you know that.
Well, the best part about Michelle, though, is after the show's over, she doesn't talk shit behind your back like Slingshot Warrior does. That was maybe one of the best moments in YouTube history last night. I have to say, that was awesome. Noodles pretended the live was over, and then Justin was still on panel, and you guys go watch Noodles live stream last night, like the last 20 minutes, and dude,
no, what time was that stream so I can go find it in Noodles Discord so I can figure out which one it was.
Or just go to Noodles page and look at last night's live stream. That'd probably be the easiest way to search it.
Well, what time was it though?
There was only one. It was the last one.
Oh, last one from the night.
It was one from last night, Michelle. It doesnn't matter, Michelle. You don't have to.
Yeah, it was. Great.
You're not allowed on my channel anyway.
It was so funny. Man, people who left were pissed that they missed it. I told them this morning, like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "You guys should have stayed." It was internet history last night. Justin just trashed all of us.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Like I said to Noodles, I said, since you did say, I don't know if you're going to do the whole 12 months, but if you do send money, like you said, please send it as a cashier's check so I can give it to my landlord as rent. So
Michelle, I never said I was going to pay your rent for 12 months. Noodles lied. He was joking.
Okay.
I never said I was going to do that. Please don't spend your rent money. Please save it. Dave, you son of a bitch.
Sorry, Michelle.
As long as my landlord gets paid, then I can use the money that I would have paid him to pay for other things. So, landlord must always get paid first. I can't afford to become homeless.
Michelle, I'm drawing a picture of you right now. I don't know if you want to see it.
I saw the goblin picture you made me look like.
I got another one of you right here. Look at that. Look at your eye in that one.
I see it. That's the Hulk one. No, I like the other one better with the green skin. That looked better.
Do you like that?
Let's talk about the one that was in the woman's chat there. But my teeth ain't quite as bad as you made them look like. So let me take a look at some of the sites here real quick here. YouTube moderation US make $30.93 an hour. The salary range of $13.94 to $15.61. Yeah, and that's the Google's own. That's not the contractors. That's because Google hires a lot of contractors as well, especially for filtering through video content. A former content reviewer for Google pointed out that given all the damaging content she had to review, she got a really bad case of PTSD from watching it all, which is really sad. Yeah, well, that happens. That's YouTube for you. It sounds like a song like that's truck driving. Well, it is. It's just naturally the way it is. So, yeah, it's just weird how the situation is getting so out of hand. Now, I don't know, because Google didn't actually ask any of us content creators to review any of these new ideas that they want to imply. You would think that people in the review product line, which would be me and several others, would have been offered to beta test some of this stuff. That I think the next thing that YouTube is going to have to do, Noodles, is they're going to have to start asking for photo ID and proof of address.
Yes.
Because you already have to do it anyway if you're monetized. In that case, I'll never be able to be monetized because I have no ID. I know, Lou. So, I hope that I was saying made sense. Yeah, somewhat. But I think in some ways that Google needs to work on the troll control in another way. Which is they need to verify these people and find out who they are. No more 15-minute videos without verification. They need to get rid of that. That they have to say, oh, you want to upload videos? Well, you got to go send us some ID first. Your birth certificate, your state or international ID card, copy of your social security, your TIN, and taxpayer identification number, address, such as a utility bill, because they really need to start taking responsibility for some of the trolls that come on the platform. They go through, they do 15-minute videos that do hatchet jobs on channels, and they're allowed to do that, and it's destroyed channels so many ways to Sunday. It's not even funny. Yeah, Rich may make it worse, but the thing is that YouTube does have the power to moderate like this. They're not doing it. Kick does. Kick, wants you to verify with two-factor authentication, and I had to give them picture ID to get my Kick channel started. So, that's why I'm not on Kick. That's why you're not on Kick. Same reason, no ID. As you said, I'll be honest, I pretty much scampered away from 90% of the channels I used to watch. I don't have time to watch all the channels I got. I got over 1,000 channels on my list. I gotta go through them. And some of the channels I watch produce tons of content. Take Speak and See Tarot. Speak and See Tarot. Does that woman ever go to bed? I swear, every 30 minutes, there's another tarot reading for you, Virgo. Wait, I just got done processing the first one. And now you're going to send me another one? And after a while, I'm sitting there seeing like 5, 10, 15 Speak and See Tarot videos a single day. And being shown. And I'm like, can I keep up with that? I can't. I don't have enough, there's not enough hours in the day to do that. Rumble isn't strict yet like YouTube. Kick is more strict than Rumble. Well, Rumble, at least they kind of got your credit card information. They do get your bank account information. Because obviously you're paying a monthly fee just so you can, $20 a month, just so you can stream if you have less than 20 subs. And so I was paying that for months, and I finally said, since I wasn't using it, I said to Rumble, I said, no, I'm not paying this anymore. There's just nothing here for me to stream on. Rumble's strict in other ways, though. And it's the constant new ID that you have. New stream keys you get and stream paths you have to get every single stream is really, really frustrating because it's like it takes a long time to set all that stuff up. Yeah. So Rumble makes Michelle grumble. Yeah, Rumble makes me grumble. That's a good way of putting it, Loom. That's so what are you doing right now, Noodles?
I'm drawing your picture.
You're drawing my picture, okay. So, how are you keeping cool today? It looks more like looks more like a zombie. All you need is to make the Forsaken is have skin sloughing off and it doesn't look like me except when I'm really pissed at somebody. Never pissed this Virgo off. You won't like me when I'm mad. No, Michelle has a temper that's kind of a hybrid between Virgo and Aquarius. You're right, don't piss her off. Jimmy did one time and he regretted it. YouTube doesn't employ moderators directly. They outsource the job to contracting companies. Right. So who was the Google moderation team then? Other channels had run into them as well, so it's not just me showing up on their live streams. Nah, they're not using cameras. They're just watching the streams, and then they're looking at the closed captions. Already starting to get hot again. I know. It's gonna be hot. State of Connecticut is activated heat emergency heat protocol as well. Because they're concerned people are gonna succumb to the heat, which is a reality. What's the temperature right now? Sauna. Currently it is 29 degrees Celsius. Expected high is 34. Friday is a little bit better at 30 with 50% chance of rain. Saturday shows 60%. 60% chance of rain. Of 29 and 30 degrees, or 30 degrees and 29 degrees respectively. Next week is going to be a little bit better. Then by next Saturday, you're going to start to see heat come back again as temperatures will rise back up into the upper 20s. So it's not... the heat's going to kind of break by Saturday, but for a while. The next Saturday, it's going to start coming back in again.
Eric might be coming out here this weekend, Michelle. We don't know.
Eric might come out this weekend. Where, to my house?
No, to Manhattan. Out here.
Out here. So, when you say out here, you mean to, like, my apartment or to you?
No, to me.
Okay.
Out here. Where I am.
Okay. YouTube context cheap labor, the view, videos flagged by people, the AI, and then they make the final decision on what to do with the channel or video. I know that. And the problem is that people who have rightfully flagged channels, or videos, sometimes YouTube doesn't do anything with the video content. It just sits there in the to be done list, and unless it's a major bad event, then they'll intervene. Chris said, good morning, TK. Can you do me a favor and look to see if Smoke is blocked? Somebody said they blocked him. Yeah, on YouTube? Or on my channel? I don't know about my channel. I can look real quick. Hold on a minute here. Yeah, who would be blocking her? Oh, yeah, maybe he was. I think I know he got timed out a couple times, but I don't think he was blocked. But let me look. Yeah, tab. Got a lot of people on the. No, nobody, no blocked words. Blocked users. Yeah, the Smoke was. I got it. He's unblocked now. Okay. Well, everyone knows blocked was Honest and Frank, but we all know about him, right? Yeah. So the Smoke was blocked, but he's not anymore. I just deleted that. He's not blocked now. I just took care of it. Anyway, so in short, Noodles, you don't have any of the rabbits at all.
No, they're all dead.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
That's because of Tino and Wishbone.
So then I think you see why I'd be worried about bringing my cat over there.
Yeah, but you're insisting that Rusty can take them on. I want to be honest with you, I don't think they can. I don't think Rusty would be able to take on Tino and Wishbone.
Yeah. He might be able to take on each one, but one of them would end up in urgent care. Or the emergency room of a veterinary clinic. I mean, I don't know which one, but Rusty's smart enough. He normally stays away from dogs. You know.
Hold on, Michelle. I'll be back.
No problem, Chris. I was trying to take care of it. The Noodles just got a phone call. So today is going to be another hot day. So here's what we're going to do. Since tonight is World of Warcraft night, officially, we're going to do the same like we did last night. Carmen played for an hour and a half last night. And then, or this morning. And then, told her probably I'm going to be playing retail tonight, about midnight. And then play for about 2 hours or so, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Then Larry will get her time in when tomorrow's Friday, yeah. So maybe late on Friday night. Okay. Oh, Red is here. Smoke. Oh, maybe he'll be back. So today is the official first day of summer. I have mixed feelings about that. But seeing on my electric bill is not exactly what I call enthusiastic. Air conditioning is expensive to run. Yeah. And so trying to keep things cool. I still wish you had a emergency power backup system so you can keep the lights on if I didn't have money to buy a Tesla Powerwall. Well, you don't have to buy a Powerwall. But definitely a larger power system would have been great. Summer starts a day early. Right. It's usually on the 21st. Right. I get paid tomorrow from YouTube. You're gonna go order some groceries from Aldi tomorrow? Yeah. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna order though. I would say order some thing cheap. Cheap. Yeah. Or something cheap. I don't really have a lot of food stamps left. I got about $40, and then probably get about $160 from YouTube. I'm paying LI 50, and then I was gonna pay Capital One another 50. Good morning, Stony. How are you doing today? Cheap. Well, you gotta be cheap, especially when the stupid person screws up the economy as bad as he did. This is true. They, Joe Biden has gotta go. He's gotta go. Oh, yeah! He has done so much harm to this economy, it is not funny. Now, Joe Biden was not a smart man at all. He would basically say no to the debate on the 27th. Because I don't think he's going to win. I really don't. I got pasta and stuff, but that's a carb. Easy on the carbs, especially heat. Yeah. Yeah, I know some people have done that. Roadkill. The problem is if you get it when it's sitting out there too long, it's not fresh to eat. So you gotta be careful with that. So, yeah, it's just very frustratingly difficult to work in because it's like I have to switch things around to deal with the heat. So maybe on Saturday and Sunday, it's not going to mess up Silver Moon Radio too much. I hope the record doesn't warp in the heat. Oh, yeah, that would suck big time. Oh, yeah. I mean, seeing Michelle's record get all warped because the heat would suck. I don't know what kind of PVC they used is, how heat tolerant it is, but I hope the record does not warp, because if it does, I mean, it has a slight warp already, but not bad enough to be unplayable. But I would hate to see the whole record curl up like a big giant taco. Oh my God. And then you have to contact Kanak and go, my record turned into a taco and curled up. When I need another one. What do you mean? Take the color off what? Yeah, well, so we have to just watch the heat, guys, because the situation nationwide is abnormal. Power systems, heat domes, power grids, because in Connecticut there is in New England there is no longer any coal burning power plants. We have a lot of natural gas power generation going on, but unfortunately coal is gone. We only have 20% of our power being generated by nuclear. We used to have several nuclear power plants. What happened to them? Decommissioned. That's what he said. Well, I never really got into that, but I'm mainly a vegetarian anyway. I don't eat a lot of meat, so because Red was asking me that one time. He said, "Do you think you're likely to get gout?" I said, "I don't think so, for a couple reasons. Number one, I don't eat a lot of meat. Because I don't eat a lot of red meat, I don't get a problem with uric acid buildup. I don't drink alcohol on a regular basis, which can cause kidney damage, which is how uric acid builds up in the first time. Because drinking alcohol dehydrates the body. So if you don't eat a lot of red meat, and you don't drink a lot of alcohol, and you drink lots of water, and you're not getting kidney stones, and your kidneys are not being damaged by dehydration, you're not likely to get gout. Unfortunately, Ed all did all the wrong things. That's why he got gout as bad as he did. Why do I worry where my electricity comes from? Because I don't have any local generating capacity right here. I don't have an emergency power grid. I don't have an emergency generator. We don't have emergency power backup. We don't have a Tesla power wall. We have no way to keep the studio running if the lights go out. I had an item on my wish list, but I took it off the wish list because nobody was interested in it. I still want to get one on my wish list. I can't have a gasoline or propane putt. I have to use a battery bank because of the safety issue. So theoretically, you could have a combination of both. A inverter generator with a Tesla power wall would keep your lights on. Yeah. No, I don't drink enough soda. I realized long ago. I learned this back in 1997. Don't drink too much Diet Coke and not enough water, or you're going to be pissing salt cubes, which is going to increase the risk of urinary tract infections. I learned that the hard way. So make sure to drink water or homemade lemonade without any artificial or any sugar in it. Right. In a way, yesterday wasn't every other day because I didn't actually go out during the daytime. During the peak of heat, I went out around 9:46 at night. You could say that would be another day. Yeah. What? One venti a week? Or one venti a day? 120 ounce a day? I don't think it's really that bad. It's like it's a little bit less than 2 cans of soda. That's really not that much. Yeah, I know. Aspartame is even more dangerous than sweet and low. A lot more dangerous. The problem is that they want to have aspartame because they think it tastes better. Unfortunately, it's not better for you. I don't know anything about Splendid's dangers. The chlorinated sugar, it's a chlorinated sucrose. Called sucralose. Oh, man. No, my blood is not. Trust me, they have no problem getting blood samples when they do my blood work. That's one thing you can say about me is the least I can say is that I do drink a lot of water. I pee every 3 hours. Yeah. Sometimes way more, sometimes you pee every 30 minutes, depending on how much water I'm drinking, yes. In a typical summer, I drink about 2 liters of water a day. That's because I want to keep my poop soft. Nobody wants to shit rocks. Not me. Especially not my landlord. When he has to try to find a way to get my poop down the toilet if he can start pooping rocks. Like goodness, I've been very regular for the last few months now, which I think the multivitamin has helped a lot in that area. You know, because apparently I guess there was a lot of new vitamins I was missing. So, oh yes, the Silver Moon album is still available, guys. If you have the money, you want to help support this channel, and you want something that you can call tangible, something that you can prove your support, buy a copy of the Silver Moon album. It's really not bad for first release. I know what I'm talking about too. That's why I don't drink that much soda anymore. I get a soda there at Cumbies as a reason to go for a walk. Remember what I said? I don't go out unless I have a reason to go out. So if I want a soda, I have a reason to go out because I don't have soda in the house. Oh yeah! Or much ice cream or anything else. No. Doesn't matter. Tiger Kitty. You can always buy the record and just put it on a stand somewhere and say, yep, my friend made that record to support her channel. And then if you ever do get a cheap record player, you'll have something to play on it. I'm going to rip something? Fred, I'm staying active. I'm trying to remain active as best I can. So I'm not going to rip anything. Except maybe your clothes might get torn up once in a while from the wear and tear. Yeah. How you doing, Dabs? Good morning to you. I'm not going to be softer. The last thing I want to do is be a big fat bag of potato mash sitting in a chair somewhere. That's the last thing I need. I gotta stay active. Yeah, we gotta stay active. But in the heat, I do tend to slow down a bit, yeah, because I don't want to die of heat stroke. So I tend to be much more careful in hot weather than I am in the colder weather. Good morning, Student Jenkins, Red. I thought Sherry Jackson was here. She might be on later. Yeah, she might be that late. Now, let's just make sure we understand one thing, Red. If I never exercised a day in my life, and all of a sudden I start getting out there and working on like a hard workout, high cardio, I probably would be dead. You know that, right? But I've always been a hard worker, and I've always done a lot to stay active. So it's not the same thing versus a person who never worked out in their life, except getting sore fingers from pushing buttons all day. I miss the shoulders more than push buttons, trust me. Yeah. I used to think Lenny's worried about you. Well, I'm not doing rocks anymore. No, thank God. Yeah. My plumber's happy, and so am I. I take my thyroid hormone every morning, and I take one multivitamin, 50 plus Woman's, and that's what's been getting me regular, so. And I try to eat better, too. Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Well, let's put it this way. Michelle's not likely to get gout. No, she's not likely to get diabetes. As long as she stays active, easy on refined sugars, watches her weight, which she does. She doesn't even have high blood pressure. So, that's a good thing. Yeah, well, eating an apple's hard sometimes with my fake teeth, but I do eat them. Right, I eat fresh fruits. So the refrigerator has them in it. No. Artificially made vitamins are better than no vitamins, so you take what you get. You know, and let's be honest, I live not exactly in a food paradise. It's definitely is more of a food desert kind of environment. And we try to keep an eye on the budget. Unfortunately, Biden messed that up too. Oh, and yeah. And don't forget, guys, that if they don't pass the Farm Bill by September, there will not be a food stamp program at all. Nope, sorry, there just won't be. Because, unfortunately, if they don't renew the food stamp program by renewing the Farm Bill, there just won't be food stamps. Over 70 million Americans will be in the danger of going hungry. Yeah. Yeah, I know I could do that. But, so, I mean, so you guys need to get on your damn phone to call your congressman and tell them to get the Farm Bill passed before October 1st. Or there won't be no food stamps. Keep that in mind, guys. If the Farm Bill don't pass, the food stamp program ends. Okay? Yeah. To be eating. Well, I know dandelions can be useful for some things. I do know that. Yeah, but too much grease is bad for you too. They're not going to separate the food stamps from the Farm Bill. They're not going to do that. That was why the Farm Bill was created. That's part of the Farm Bill. It's always been that way. So, and right now we've got a Congress that doesn't do anything. So you're going to expect them to do a little bit extra work to separate EBT SNAP from the Farm Bill? It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. EBT SNAP is not going to be separated from the Farm Bill. It's run by the United States Department of Agriculture. And that's part of the Farm Bill. And that's reasons why they need to pass the Farm Bill right now. And they don't have the time to wait. Because by the time October 1st comes around, it's the beginning of the new year, and that Farm Bill has not been passed. It was renewed for 2 years, and they never got it done again. That's going to result in also the anti-fraud protection that was put in 2 years ago to protect people from skimmers. That's also expiring at the same time. You know dang well Biden is going to let the Farm Bill lapse. He's going to shut down all subsidies to farmers. He's going to shut down the EBT SNAP program. He's going to stop all those programs for the low-income people. And he's going to want to see us die off. Period. That's what he's thinking. It doesn't have its own thing. We don't have a welfare bill. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, Social Security's SSI program, which is partially run by the federal government, also is in trouble. As is the SSDI program, is also in trouble. They have never done anything with that either. So you got these different programs that should have been fixed, some of them years ago, and still haven't touched them. They haven't touched Social Security solvency issue. They haven't refunded or put more money into the SSDI program. They have done nothing with the SSI program. And these two programs need a refill. And they're not doing anything about that. Oh, but they'll get money to all these other countries that don't like us, but they won't help us. Now, what'd be nice if those other countries said, gee, you know, America, you need some money with your bills. Here's some money to help you pay off for your programs and help your own people, because we're just being an asshole, but we're going to give you some money back. That ain't going to happen. So, the truth is, congressmen are worried more about illegals coming in and giving them free stuff and giving money to other countries that don't like us, but won't help the American people. Now, tell me if that makes any sense. Because I sure the hell don't think it does. Oh, yeah! Yeah. Oh, yes. Let's not forget seismic activity of the Earth. But that's nothing that has nothing to do with government. But the thing is what bothers me more than anything is the stupidity and the lame dead approach by these politicians that are not helping the American people. We pay taxes and they piss it away. They're pissing it away. They're giving it to other countries. I don't understand the logic behind that, but that's true. Hey, illegals, do me a favor. Get your own money from somewhere else. We can't afford to finance you. Go to another country, okay? Europe don't want you either, so don't go there. And you know what? Nobody here can afford to support you anymore. Okay? Ukraine and Israel, go find your own resources from another country. Okay? We don't have the money to fund you. We can't afford to fund you anymore. NATO, everybody should be paying 3% of their GDP and not trying to expect us to foot the bill. Okay? The United States is no longer Mr. Money Handouts. If you want money from us, you're going to pay 30% interest for 30 years. And you're going to pay on time. Or we're going to repossess your fucking ass. And we're going to take a country for our own. And then we're going to shove American people there. And we're going to basically get rid of all your people in the process, because there will no longer be persons grata. You will no more free money for anybody, and that we've been giving money to. So you countries think that you're not going to be punished? Oh, yes, you will. Because we're going to come in with our tanks and our jeeps and our ICBMs, and we're going to blow you up. And we're going to take over you, because we're going to repossess you and go to the World Security Court and say, this country owes us money. They're deadbeat. We demand that we get eminent domain over them, because we can't afford it anymore. And then we'll sell your assets, we'll sell your stuff, and then we'll make you basically clean you off the map. That's what we have to do. No more Mr. Nice Country. No more Mr. Nice Country. We can't afford it anymore. We can't afford it anymore. It's time for us to do something very important, and stand up for our own country's sovereignty for once. Oh, I know that. I'm 40 now. This is interesting. Too late. The United States is barely a superpower anymore. Of course it isn't. At any given point, we're only 9 miles away from anarchy. I know that. Stan, that's exactly what I'm talking about. No, Stan, the Farm Bill has not been even being reviewed to be passed before the deadline. If they don't pass that Farm Bill, the EBT SNAP program will stop. It's tied to the Farm Bill. Well, Michelle's right, though. So let's not forget that. Michelle's been studying the news. She knows what's going on. No more grants to illegals. No more grants to other countries. It's time that we have to put our American people that are born here first. We have to. We need to bring jobs back to this country. We're losing workers. We're losing companies. And Biden doesn't care. Okay, go ahead, Noodles.
All right, I'm back, Michelle.
Okay. But like I said, guys, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than you think. Look it up. The EBT SNAP is tied to the Farm Bill.
What is going on behind the scenes, Michelle?
Right now, the Farm Bill has to be passed by the end of September. If it's not passed by the end of September, or it's not extended, the food stamp program as well will be stopped. Because it's in the Farm Bill. So that would mean 70 million people would not get the food stamps anymore.
Who cares?
I care, and so there's a lot of people who depend on those food stamps to feed their families. And that's a serious problem. So, that's what they did under the USDA. Created the Farm Bill. EBT SNAP is run through the same bill. Yeah, it's all tied together. I don't really know what they're going to do to fix it, especially when Congress doesn't want to do anything. 3 months! We got 3 months! And Congress can't even figure out how to do something in 3 months that should have been done 2 years ago.
Well, you notice that these common sense laws, Michelle, or common sense whatever approach to government always takes a long time to implement, and it costs millions and millions of dollars to get passed. It's a humongous racket.
Yeah.
Humongous racket.
It is. And the fact is that Biden didn't even demand people, the countries he gave the money to have to pay it back either. There's no prepayment schedule for that money. He should be charging them interest, 30%. And he should be saying you have to pay us back in 30 years. And yet he just gave them money, carte blanche, no interest. Gee, I wish I could do the same thing with my bank. Mr. Banker, I need a loan. Okay, Michelle, here's $1,500. Gee, thank you, Mr. Banker. And don't worry about paying it back. We're good. And all of a sudden the bank goes up in smoke. You know what? That's exactly what's happening.
Michelle, let me ask you a question. What's up with that big line that pregnant women get up and down their belly when they're getting pregnant? What is up with that?
I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe that's because of the stretching of the belly and the sternum. There's probably a part of the skin in the body that's designed to deal with some expansion for the baby.
Nasty.
Yeah. Just as the male scrotum also has the ability to stretch and expand during heat and cold. It compresses and shrinks.
How would you know about that?
How do I know about that? Well, besides the fact of watching videos on male anatomy, that's one reason I know about it.
Wait. You're watching videos on male anatomy? Of balls extracting and contracting?
I don't know. Lately, I've been landing on all kinds of weird videos on YouTube, so...
Alright.
Besides, somebody's got to keep the encyclopedia fed, right?
Do you think that Slingshot Warrior has that line going up his screen?
Up his screen. Oh, in the case of the screen, is he using a CRT Triniton monitor? The Sony Triniton has a line going across the screen as part of the convergence circuit.
Yeah.
Obviously, LCD panels don't need that. It's not focusing an electron gun and back.
Since I have such massive nuts, Michelle, what do you think the line looks like on my scrotum? You think it's big, or you think it's tremendous? Do you think it's strong, like the scars that Sylvester Stallone had in his chest?
By the way, there's also a form of lipidemia called scrotum lipidemia. There are people that have had testicle sacs that have grown to like 100-pound size. And that's a form of a lipidemia. Now, of course, it has like lipidemia, but it's caused by something similar. It's caused by things that are preventing the drainage of the lymph nodes. Now, in the case of the scrotal lipedema, it can also be caused by certain insect bites from Africa. So one of Chris's leg lipedema could be from something similar in her legs. Probably. So the only thing is how would you fix that? Well, I gotta find a way to drain the lymph out of the legs for Krista. I think that's what the compression pump is for. Yeah. I don't know. What would you do if you had 100-pound set of testicles?
I would probably get them. I don't need them.
Well, I mean, the one guy that had the 32-pound situation from on the TLC channel, and the other guy who had the 100-pound found out about that guy. He was able to find out more about his condition because everybody kept telling him, you gotta lose weight, His doctors kept telling him. But it turns out it was a form of scrotum lipedema. So, he went through a dangerous procedure to get rid of the excessive tissue.
Laser removed.
No, there was no laser involved. They actually had to literally cut all the excess tissue off. Strange stuff, though. Yeah. If you guys ever get any condition like that, talk to your doctor right away, because it can be ameliorated, it can be processed, it can be made better. But getting there early treatment is a good way to avoid all the agony.
Also, it can get out of control, obviously.
It can get out of control, yeah. Hi, MJ. How you doing? Good morning.
Son of a bitch. Sorry. Oh, someone got touched on.
So, just really, really strange when you think of all the stuff that we cover lately. I've been getting in. I went down YouTube's rabbit hole yesterday. I didn't even mean to. I started getting into things about. Did you know women get morning wood? They sure do, just like the guys do. They get morning wood just like guys do, with the clitoris.
Their clitoris gets hard?
Yeah. Just like the guys does. Exact same reason.
Wait.
Yep.
When is a clitoris like soft? I don't understand.
Just like the male penis, the clitoris has a lot more shaft behind it than you think it does. So in the morning, just like the man,
bounce up and down.
So it can get up and down. It can get hard, just like a male penis. It can have girth to it as well.
Wait. Have you ever moved your clitoris?
Have I ever moved my clitoris? Oh. Let's put it this way. Michelle does enjoy a little bit of time in the sheets. Yeah. By the way, say masturbation is good for you. For both male and females to help to, release some excitement, energy. But since this is a PG channel, I don't want to get too rated R here, but, those videos are in the health section. You can go check it out on my Discord if you want to look at them, because that's where the articles I posted them. Because I thought that was really bizarre. But in a way, some of it is like, I'm not surprised, honestly. The morning wood one did surprise me a little bit. Hey,
what do you think about humongous areolas? What's the point? What's the point of humongous areolas?
What's that?
What is the point of humongous areolas?
I didn't look that up, but I suspect it's so that the baby will actually see where to put their mouth when they're nursing. You know, like bullseye target. Yeah, well, that would make sense. So, definitely check out the Discord, guys. If you haven't been on the Discord in a while, no one's being blocked on it right now. And also, don't forget the Silver Moon album is available.
Michelle, did you happen to go to my communities post and see your new artwork that I just put up, Michelle?
No, I didn't see anything new in the artwork yet. I gotta look at some stuff when I get done with the show. And we still have a wish list, by the way.
We got new artwork up on my channel, Michelle, for you. Brand new artwork. Michelle the Barbarian, starring MicheleMarieDalene as the Barbarian.
I'm not really. I don't like that one that much. I like the Green Goblin one though. You spelled wish list wrong. I know I did. Yeah. So check out the wish list, guys. Money Crystal. Please do check out my Amazon wish list, guys. There's a lot of things on there that are inexpensive that would help support the channel, and it'll be much appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do help support the channel. Oh yeah, men can make breast milk. People may not realize that. The hormone prolactin.
Michelle, I've never made breast milk in my life. All right, I mean, I've been squeezing my nipples since the age of 13, and
that's good because you're not getting any prolactin in your body. But a lot of men do produce prolactin. And prolactin is the hormone that causes lactation. Yeah.
So you're saying gay men?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm saying look it up.
I don't know one single man. I don't know one single man who has ever produced milk. And I've known men my whole entire life, Michelle.
Go look it up in the Discord, Noodles. It's in there. It's explained by medical team how that works. Michelle is right. I have seen it. Yes, I have too.
Wait. Who's seen it?
Mojo said she's seen breast milk come out of men's nipples.
What? I've never seen that in my life. Never, ever, ever. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah, I would like to see how he would react if he started gestating and nursing a baby. Actually, his body actually produces prolactin. It's one of the hormones that's actually also involved around with sex as well. But it can also be created under other conditions as well.
I'm calling bullshit like how women get morning wood. You know,
Well, look at the videos yourself on the Discord. They're in there in the health research section. That's why we have a health and research section. It wasn't just for Blazing Leo. I actually started putting videos in that I found interesting.
Hey, Michelle, Leo brought up something the other night that I kind of found a little bit interesting and fell asleep to. But I guess my question to you is like, if I disappeared tomorrow, right? Do you think you'd fall back into the same shit that you fell back into, 3 years ago?
I don't know. I don't think so, because things have changed a lot since those days. So I don't think that would fall back into the same doldrums and garbage. Well, like I said, the research is out there, guys. It's in the health and research section of my Discord, so you can look the articles up yourself. I posted them there. And there's just a lot of interesting stuff I found I wasn't even looking for, but I kind of landed on oh my god, this is interesting category. Are you thinking that somebody is going to try to bump you off, Noodles?
No, it's just, again, I mean, who knows, Michelle? I mean, I might not be around forever. I'm not going to be around forever. I just don't know how that's...
Noodles, you're younger than me. You'll probably
What's up, baby? Sorry, I'm driving behind this chick with this fucking fat ass. Nice. Go ahead, Michelle, sorry.
Just because they're...
Her butt cheeks are bouncing all over the place.
I've even asked my local doctors about this too. So the milk thing, I did check with my local doctors. Men have fully capable mammary glands. They are quite capable of producing breast milk in the right conditions.
What conditions are that? What conditions are those?
Sometimes high stress alone can cause milk production.
Michelle, there's been plenty of times where men have been stressed and I've never seen them produce milk. I've been stressed, Michelle. I don't produce milk.
Well, I'm just saying is you don't believe me? Talk to your own doctor about it, Noodles.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, have you seen it? And they're gonna be like, no. I'm like, well, what do you mean?
Well, no, you can ask him.
How do you know it exists?
Just ask your doctor. You don't believe me? And this is a medical doctor that discussed this. So if you don't believe me...
Are these the same medical doctors that are telling children that, yes, even though
you're...
Go
check out the health and research area on my Discord. You can look it up there. It's right there. Or the actual YouTube videos that I was watching about by medical doctors that pointed these points out.
Yeah, medical doctors or medical activists, Michelle? There's a difference.
Look, Nils, I cited my sources. You can look them up. They're there in my Discord in health and research. No, I don't. Hormonal imbalance of medications, yes, that is one of the factors, absolutely. Hormonal imbalances, some medication, other factors can cause men to lactate. Correct, that's what the doctor said, too.
Quacks. Fucking quacks.
Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant in the movie is great. It's kind of funny. I remember that one. I've seen that Junior one. I think it's kind of stupid, but I'll tell you why. First of all, there's no place for a man to carry a baby. They don't have a uterus. So how would they make the man be able to have a baby? Unless they implanted an artificial uterus. Right. That's not really a production of milk. That's not a lot of milk, no. Men don't make a lot. But it's just something to be aware of. Also, men should also still go get a breast exam every so often, too. I saw a video now. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I cite my sources. They're on my health and research area on my Discord, so you can go watch the videos yourself. But to do that, you gotta get to my Discord, right? So here's a link to my Discord. So make sure to come join us and look it up yourself. Health and research. Check it out. But men can lactate. That's the thing that's important. Yeah. So, it's already getting hot in here. I know. Oh. And yes, by the way, women do get morning wood. It's the same reason why men do. Go ahead. Please do. In a way, it's not surprising about the morning wood thing, though, among women, because it does make sense, because the clitoris does the same job that the penis does. Yeah, it does the same thing. It's the system 4 times a night it's like every, 2 hours? It gets stiff to allow blood flow to the spongy tissue, which is important for keeping the organ alive and healthy. And it also is totally fine to masturbate multiple times a day. I did not find that surprising.
Tell me about it.
It's not going to make you magically change into something else, but it actually is good for you to masturbate, turns out.
I'm doing it like 3 or 4 times a day.
Past, yeah. Not recently, though. So, just, I bet YouTube censors are probably kind of pulling the hair out, going, should we block our channel, or is your channel okay? Hey, do a fact check on that video. Is she accurate? Yeah, she's accurate. Medical team did say that. Oh, well, then she's not giving fake news. That's good. I don't think so. I don't think Michelle has a prostate. She has skin glands, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I do, Tiger. I do. You want to bet, Tiger? You want to bet you have time for it to do it 4 times a day? You want to bet? Whip out those beautiful, bodacious breasts of yours, Tiger.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
It's very interesting, though, how the human body and the difference between the male and female is really not that much.
You know that Tiger Kitty's breasts were voted most bodacious.
I haven't really seen a breast close up. I haven't really looked at them. I'm always looking at her face, not her breasts. But that's because I tend to have to read her lips to make sure I understand everything I'm hearing.
I can't believe that woman hasn't had a breast augmentation or anything like that. She's got the most beautiful bodacious breasts. Voted #1 on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
My God.
By the way, what got me kind of started on this journey was about a Brazilian butt lift. Now, it was funny. I ended up that was the first video I landed on without expecting it. The question was, why do Brazilian butt lifts stink? Well, the reason is very simple. It's because it's hard to wipe behind all that excessive tissue that's been added to your back end.
Really?
Yeah.
They're going to need a bidet to take care of that.
That's what they suggest. That's what the one doctor suggested, was the use of a bidet. To make sure to totally irrigate the whole back end and make sure it's clean.
Well, no, I do it when I get home. I'll lay in bed. I'll do it like 3 or 4 times.
Man, let me do it maybe once every 3 months. Yeah. We only do it like once every 3 months. So that would be kind of weird, right? I could have seen that I went in to get a Brazilian butt lift and go, "Aye, but lassie, you don't need to get your best butt made bigger. You need to get your gut made smaller." Yeah, well, can you put some of that, take some of the excess skin and fat and turn it into elf ears? That'd be different.
Michelle, what does it mean when a man turns 50 and his head starts to resemble a bucket? What does that mean?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
If you guys want to check that out, make sure you sub up to the Berg Show on YouTube. Real life 50-year-old human buckethead.
Well, I never heard of anybody saying men look like buckets after so many years.
Have you seen Berg?
Oh, by the way, speaking of weird, Katoya J has bleached her hair white.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not a wig?
No, it's her real hair.
Do you
She's
think
a black
you
woman
think
who
somehow
bleached
she's
her
been
hair
watching
white.
you? Maybe she's watching you, Michelle, and she's been influenced.
And you realize that there's actual hormone or medication you can take that could turn me into a black woman too, right? It's illegal in many countries, but you can there's a medication you can take.
What the fuck channel are you watching, Michelle?
Trust me, I also am watching a plastic surgery channel now on top of everything else.
You know what? I kind of believe you, because I don't know if you've been watching this, but Beyonce has turned into a white woman over the past 10 years. I don't know if she's taking hormones or
I would have to be
that would
probably
make
through the
sense.
process of chemical peels, or there is a private medication that's kind of the opposite of the molastism, which is illegal in most countries because it really has an effect on the skin. There was one woman that was a white woman. She turned into a total black woman, but she also went and got breast enlargement. She's got triple Q boobs. Triple Q? Oh my God. Some women will actually have 2 breast silicone implants put in each breast to make them even bigger. Yeah. If you ever meet Michelle Black, she can get reparation. I don't know. I don't think I'd look good as a black woman. I really don't think I'd look good as a black woman.
I think you might. Maybe I can do some augmentation, some virtual augmentation, and get you up as a black woman tonight. I'll do it, Michelle. I'll tan up your skin. I'll make your hair dark.
Well, that's
Maybe we
kind of
can do
what
it
this
tonight.
that's kind of what this medication also activates is the certain melanin sites, but it also does it in a way that's very strong and it's permanent. It doesn't fade out. Why are you calling me in Discord, Frank? Good question. Why do you keep bugging Tiger Kitty in Discord, Frank? Yeah, well, like I said, I do research into all this strange stuff, and it's check out the health and research area on my Discord, guys. Just if you don't believe me, look at the articles by these medical doctors. They're amazing. And I didn't even know any of this based on medical research. So come to the Discord. Say hello. We manually verify. So if you don't talk to us on Discord and say hi, you'll never be verified. Okay? You have to manually be verified. So which means, say hello, we observe you, we watch you. If you never post even a message, you'll never be verified. But it's easy to solve. Just say hi, say how you're doing, talk a little bit about what your interests are. That's it. And we'll watch you for a few days, and then we'll verify you. Yeah.
Nice legs.
Who has nice legs?
This chick that was walking down the street.
You should do one more hack job. I can't do anything like that. Frank is saying that he can actually try to beat me in the number of live streams. Gee, Frank, that's interesting because I've never seen you even do a live stream.
Frank has been live again. He's been doing live streams. He hides them after he's done. He privates them or something. I've seen him do live streams.
Yeah, but he doesn't know anything on my show. I never seen any. I actually follow his channel, and I never see him do a single stream on it. Mojo says she needs to get a new phone. Phone was shut down. Then, yeah, maybe you need a new phone. How old's your phone? How old's the battery on the phone, Mojo? How old is the phone? What is the battery status on it? What model phone is that? Because in 2027, EU requires all phones have to have a removable battery. Must be user replaceable. That will pass unanimously. I don't even see Frank in here anymore. He's not. 5 years. And yeah, I'd go out and get yourself a new cell phone. 5 years old, your battery's probably gone. Probably need a replacement battery at least.
Nice legs.
Yeah, so why don't you just go down to your cell phone provider and see if they can or suggest maybe getting a replacement phone or a battery for yours. If there's anything like the United States, you probably got companies that will do battery replacement for you. That'd be a good idea. Go get a new phone battery. Have it professionally installed, and then you'll set. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Get a new battery. Oh, you still have contracts? They don't have contracts in the United States anymore. So, I mean, you can get your equipment installment plans or EIP. Like this is on an EIP. This phone's on an EIP. I got this one in February. So, 2 years from February, I'll be doing this contract.
Damn, girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a hot chick walking down the street.
Okay.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Beauty's a strange thing now. When you think about it. Like, some people find some people pretty and some people find them not so pretty. That's why they say beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. I think Noodles can get a woman. I don't know why he doesn't manage to try.
Well, it's not that I can't get a woman. It's that I'm very picky when it comes to getting women.
Well, I understand that.
That's for sure. And it's not like when I see these women, I could just stop what I'm doing and get out and fuck them. I mean, I'm working.
Funny people saying they're seeing Frank around, but they don't see me. I don't see Frank. Well, maybe now you can individually block them without necessarily blocking them on the stream. That's an interesting question. Can you? I don't see Frank over here on now. The picture is real. It's in Michelle's porn section. Well, Red's not in my, Frank's not in my Discord, so I won't delete it. Doesn't mean he couldn't join my Discord, but I don't think he ever will. Probably not. He doesn't like Michelle very much because Michelle doesn't like him. Because he said so many hurtful things to Michelle, and yeah. And also for the kick side of things,
Oh, look, it's Data Dog. I don't know what Data Dog is, Michelle, but Data Dog's a new product. Maybe you want to check out Data Dog.
what does that do?
It's Data Dog.
I don't have, sorry guys, for the people on Twitch that I don't have an invite link for the Twitch created anymore, but it's similar as joining the Kick, except replace the word kick.com with twitch.tv to join Twitch. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, by the way, California, are you ready for this? Is considering passing new legislation legalizing polygamy and polyandry in the state of California for marriage.
Yeah, well, they're going to be the first state to legalize pedophilia. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, shouldn't be.
I don't know about pedophilia, but I think that's under the same legislation.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
So, in other words, if you want to have 2 women as wives or 2 husbands as husbands, you could have that. Plus, I believe you said pedophile behavior between 2 consenting people will be illegal if this passes by the state of California.
The reason why they're doing this, Michelle, is because there are gay people out there that want to get married to women so that they can have children with them and get the benefits and all that. It's a scam. It's a racket, Michelle.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary, though. I mean, but it also means that legally, if I was in California, that law passes, that means I can legally marry Lumi. I don't know how well that would work. But yeah,
I think it's got to be an actual human being.
No, actually, it doesn't say that. Actually, the law doesn't say it has to be married to a separate person. The way they wrote it in the California General Assembly, it does not say it has to be a separate person.
Maybe you should. Maybe you can call up the state of California and find out.
Okay. Gotta read the actual legislation, Noodles, because that's where it is written. That's the part the lawyers would look at.
Okay.
To his mother. In the United Kingdom, there is a person that married themselves also. But technically, I'm not marrying you. Wouldn't be marrying yourself. You'd be marrying me. But yeah, it gets confusing.
Is there any kind of benefits that they're getting from being married to themselves?
I don't think so. I mean, I'd lose my disabled child status. That wouldn't be a benefit. Hell no. That'd be a disaster. Because then your spouse is expected to provide for you. But when your spouse doesn't even have a green card, yeah. It's weird. But California is a state of weird stuff anyway. Yeah. California does weird stuff. Man, that's why California is sometimes known in the state as Californication. Californication. The modern Sodom and Gomorrah. The modern Sodom and Gomorrah. That sounds about right. Yeah. Theoretically, yeah, but I don't have a green card, and I don't have a social security number, so I could be deported back to Kamppi, Finland. But the problem is they also end up having to deport Michelle, but Michelle's an American citizen, so I don't know how they would solve that. Yeah, I know, it's weird. The laws that these Californication is making is ridiculous. I mean, it is definitely a sin. It definitely is the hotbed of sin in California, especially Los Angeles. I don't know why they would pass such laws. You want to know why? Why? Because they want all the deviants to vote. So they want to get as many deviants to vote in the election as they can. Fat chance. The RSPCA would be up in arms about that one. It's just weird stuff, and what's going on right now? What's the temperature right now? I'm starting to get sweaty. Hot. Oh, I know that. Let's see. 31 degrees Celsius. Ooh.
What the fuck does that mean, Michelle?
Basically, you're sitting in a rotisserie and cooking thoroughly. How about that for an answer? Good point. So, 68 plus 18 degrees is 86, plus 2 more is 88 degrees Fahrenheit.
What's the real feel? The real feel.
The real feel? I didn't look that up on my phone. Oh, man. They add the humidity into that. Let's see. I don't know if my phone does refill, but it just says, oh yeah, maybe it does. Heat advisory in effect. These conditions are suspected to last until 8 p.m. Thursday. 10 degrees Celsius above the average high. Feels like 34 degrees Celsius. Feels like 34 degrees Celsius. Because you have the humidity and all that stuff. So I gotta go check in the bedroom for a few hours.
Michelle, I'm about to go on lunch. It's 12 o'clock right now. I'm going to turn you into a black woman. I don't know if you know that. I'm gonna get the black woman nose. I'm gonna get the black woman lips.
Go watch Katroya J's channel. Noodles, go watch Katroya J's channel. Because it'll make you laugh when you see what she looks like. It's weird.
No, but I'm gonna do exactly what you said about getting on the hormone replacement to turn you into a black woman. I'm gonna see what you would look like as a black woman.
Yeah, you can find out about that hormone that was discussed by a plastic surgeon that discussed it, why it's illegal in the United States.
Right.
It has a lot of side effects to it.
I mean, what happens? Do you start like going crazy in a Waffle House and pulling women's hair and throwing bricks through people's windows?
But they don't go crazy, but it just has other side effects too. Besides turning your dark pigment explosion going on, it's it's permanent. It doesn't fade away.
You know what's weird? Like, you don't have a lot of white women qualities anyway. I mean, like, it's not like you're a real white woman. I mean, what do white women do?
She wanted a perpetual brown tan, and apparently the doctor gave her too much of this molasses, and then all of a sudden she got turned into black woman. I mean, very striking black woman, but she has so many breast implants and augmentation surgeries and everything else on top of that it went way too far, I think. Her husband did something similar, but not as extreme. But people who obviously got money to burn. Yeah, people got money to burn. So it's just a strange thing when people sometimes go crazy. A box cutter? Honey, I got a whole dagger. Never mind a box cutter. Right here. That's a full dagger. Yeah. It's always on my desk. I do use it to open the packages. But I can also use it to open people, too. Especially if someone gets in my way. Um... Ew! No, I wouldn't want to see that. Yeah, I could probably use a whetstone. That ain't the only knife in my drawer that can use for sharpening. Yeah, I need a whetstone. I got a vegetable knife that needs a sharpening too. Big time. That knife is dull. And I'm not talking about Yoshi blade. My Yoshi blade's still sharp. So I got a regular vegetable knife that's dull. This is better known as we use it for rituals. But it's also my vegetable knife too. I know how to sharpen a knife. My dad taught me how. You think I'm a moron? I'm not. Trust me, I know how to use a sharpener. I know how to use a whetstone. No, it actually isn't, because the whetstone, a standard whetstone, is the sharpest and best way to sharpen a knife. You just can't sharpen serrated knives with one. They get special sharpeners for serrated knives.
When was the last time you used the whetstone, Michelle?
Not since I was in high school. So, it's not always by seeing, it's by feel. It is a combination of sight and feel. You know when you got the knife angle right when you're sharpening it. And you draw the knife away from you, not towards you. Right now we got enough things on the wish list. Yeah, we got enough things on the wish list. But if you guys would look at my wish list, it'd be great. And also stuff right now on the wish list is inexpensive stuff that we still want. So, please take a look at the wish list. Please join the Discord as well. And even if you don't have a turntable, check out the Silver Moon album as well. And by the way, don't forget, Silver Moon Radio will be on Sunday night at 7 p.m. on Kick. 7 p.m. on Kick. 3 hours of music. All kinds. No particular artist. We're just going to throw everything at it, including the kitchen sink.
3 hours?
Yes, we go from 7 to 10, and then we do the after show at 10.
How many people you get attending that? Just out of curiosity.
About 5 to 7, average.
And they stay there for 3 hours?
Well, they come and go. They don't always stay strictly for the full 3 hours, but Gidgey's there usually. Tiger Kitty's there. I'm there, obviously. Lomi's listening. And then there are other people that are listening on Kick as well. Red does come in and check it out, too.
Red's a douchebag. I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
So check out the Kick channel, too, guys. Also, the replays are available on Kick. So for 2 weeks, the replays are on Kick. So you can always catch back and listen for what was broadcast on Kick for the last 2 weeks. For 16 days, what the videos are kept on Kick. So,
you know, Michelle, I talk to people, and they've never ever suggested a Silver Moon Radio replay. They've never said, "Hey, Dave, you got to go watch Silver Moon Radio. You got to watch this replay. It was amazing." It's never happened.
Because you never looked for it. But they're right below there inside under the videos. That's where the replays
Yeah,
are.
no, I know I never looked for it, but I'm just saying, like, people don't ever come to me and I was like, "Dude, you gotta watch the Silver Moon replay." I mean,
Well,
it was amazing.
Because last week on Tuesdays driving movie, we got a lot of people watching the replays. Also, people watched a lot of replays from the last few shows on the morning shows, the Silver Moon show, the movie shows. People are starting to watch the replays now. Yes, Mojo, I know you're there too. I forgot one. I'm sorry, but yes, she's there too. And you guys check it out. You really should check it out. It's really a good content. You know, you could put the radio on while you're doing other things, you know. Unlike YouTube, you can put it in the background while you're doing other things on your phone. It's a good show, Stoney. You always should just go to my Kid channel, subscribe now, and then you can listen to it. When I go live, you'll get an email notification so you'll know about it. That's Friday, yeah. My show's on Sunday.
I mean, I like the variety stuff for the show for like 3 hours.
It's a variety of stuff. It's not one particular album type. Last week is certainly no exception. I mean, it was definitely a wide variety of music being played.
3 hours of music. Silver Moon Radio.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 hours of Silver Moon Radio, AM 1610. There are some great music there, but there's also some music you never heard of before. Also next week, for the movie night, we're playing That Night in Rio. And as one person said they never saw it, I got Weekend in Havana scheduled for next week as well. So they're going to be watching That Night in Rio and Weekend in Havana next week. And then we also have some movies with Gene Kelly and Ginger Rogers, Fred Astaire. Those are coming up as well on the drive-in movie theaters. Because it seems Kick doesn't seem to get too kicky about older movies, so we'll try. Well, last week, this Tuesday, we watched Brigadoon. That was fun. That was actually going to be the second movie, ended up being the first movie. So go check out the replay for Brigadoon. That was actually on Tuesday. Yep, absolute good stuff. Anyway, listen, noodles, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up because me and Michelle are getting hot over here. I've got to go partake of some breakfast, and then we're going to go deck out in the air conditioner for a few hours.
All right, peace out. I'm gonna put up the picture of you as a black woman. I'm gonna do it right now. All right.
Yeah. Then you might want to give me white hair or something, or brown hair.
No, I'll give you white hair. All right, I love you. Bye.
All right. So, anyway, guys, this was a good show this morning. Please do check out our Discord. It is available. The Discord's got a lot of good content you may not know about in the health and resource section. So please come join the Discord. A lot of interesting stuff I didn't know. And it'll be good for you to learn and broaden your horizons. Absolutely. And it doesn't cost anything. And let's see how we're doing here. We're doing pretty good, actually. Let's see. How many people engaged us? 21 minutes and 29 second average of game, 126 views. Currently, 20 people on here, 11 likes. Hey, how about those other 9? What about you? Put some likes in the Likinator. Please do. It helped the channel so much. Alright, guys, so for now, I'm going to wrap it up. But let me get a blessing first. May all of you stay cool. May no one get heat stroke. May the ice fairy be in your life. Amen. Amen. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.